All right, let's see what we got going on. Hey, here's a good question. Dan Ramage, or Ramage, if you're continental.
Yeah.
What's on your turntable these days, bro?
Right now, what's on my turntable? Vinyl right now, I believe, is some crusty old blues, Dead Guys.
Yeah, Dead Guys are good.
Dead Guys
Any
on the vinyl.
particular Dead Guys or just generally Dead Guys?
Wait a minute, hang on. Let's check with the audience, babe. What's on the
What's on
turntable?
vinyl?
Reverend Dan Smith, yo.
Whoa. Is that bumping?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Hard.
down.
Reverend Dan Smith. If you don't have it, get it. That's what's on my turntable at
I
home.
could dig it. Let's see what we got. This is so cool. Kathy Hammond. Thank you, Kathy. We're having fun too.
Wait.
Bob Van Dusen says, fantastic.
Dave, let's answer the question.
Bob says,
Yep.
how did you and Dave meet?
Do you remember?
Too long ago for me. I think we met. I'm sure we met sometime. I just don't know anything about it. It was in the 70s or 60s or something.
A squillion years ago.
Yeah.
And I was working with a producer engineer at that time by the name of Brian Reeves.
Right. Hey, Brian. What's up,
Brian,
bro?
what's up? And Brian and I were trying to write a song, and it just was like, you know, when you can't get lift off. It just was,
unfortunately.
you know, we couldn't get lift off. And he said, you know, I have a friend who might, he actually called
Go
you
ahead,
his
tell him when
friend.
this was. This is like 1984, right?
It would have been about 86.
Something like that.
Yeah, and he said, I have a friend who I think maybe you're going to get along with really well. Little did he know. And then, we went over to your place when you were living in Los Feliz?
Silver Lake.
The crib in Silver Lake, and you had like, it was like, your house was like cats gone wild in there, man.
I was living the life, you know?
You were the batch
My
man.
own kind of rock and roll life, you know?
Yeah, you had like a bunch of kitties.
Drugs and cats. I was like a cat lady.
I love that thing, man.
It's all good.
And we wrote a song.
Yeah.
We wrote a song, and that song went whoosh, and I still have it, actually. Maybe we should resurrect it. Maybe we should revisit it.
Man, I'll hear it.
And then, you know, we just kind of like would see each other on the scene, and how you doing? Dave would come to my gigs.
For years.
Literally for years. And then I went on the road with Buffett in 91, and I met this amazing woman named Bree Howard, and turns out, boink, guess who?
We are darling now.
Guess who hooked
Boom!
up? Who hooked up with Bree?
Boom!
Boom!
Yeah.
And now they're married. And I was at your wedding.
Yeah.
I remember it. And when I got the deal with Alligator, I went to Dave and I went, dude, I really need a producer. And what do you think? You want to like? I'm going to say lower your standards, but here's exactly what I mean by that. It's true, I said it, but here's exactly what I mean by that. The kind of records that Dave was used to making were like major budget, industry standard major budget, like serious do re mi. And that's not where it's at in the blues world. And so the budget that I was coming was considerably smaller than anything that you had been working with for some time. So when I said, you want to like take a trip to the ghetto, that's what I meant. And he was like, yeah, the ghetto. I love that. Okay, let's do it. That's what happened, long story.
And here we are, 5 records later.
Yay.
Wait, what is that saying?
Oh,
I know
way
I'm
behind.
behind, but you know, it's like we're telling stories here. It's all
Okay,
good.
go ahead.
Okay, how'd you meet Dave? Got that one.
Mr. Jack. what's
Mr.
he
Jack,
saying?
Janiva, when you write, do you use a guitar, a keyboard, or do you have someone work the music with you?
When I write with Dave, when I write, it has to be with someone who plays an instrument, because I don't, other than the voice. And so I can't really chord it or anything. Sometimes I'll get a cadence, or sometimes I might get a piece of a melody, but I have to work with someone else that is really, really pulling the weight on that, because I am not capable of it at this point. Thanks for asking.
This is one more good question.
Yeah.
Black Russian Bass, again, a great name. I mean, I'm going to call my hip-hop band that for sure. Any advice to a new blues songwriter?
I think we should both answer this.
Okay.
Don't settle, and don't do the predictable thing. Please don't do it. There's such a lack of strong new blues material.
Yeah.
You know, that we really need it. We really need people to really, really effort into the songwriting part of the blues world.
I think that's a great call. For 5 records, we've been moving away from blues, but keeping the element, the essential part of blues, because you're a blues singer through and through. But that doesn't mean that you only have to do the one thing, right? So what we do is we take songs and we write the song first, and Janiva sounds like a blues singer, whatever she sings over, so she shouldn't be limited. And as a songwriter, I would suggest that first what you do is you write great songs, and then you figure out what they are afterwards. Doesn't matter. If you start trying to write a great blues song, kind of been done. You know what I mean? So you have to back into it a little bit. And also, the last thing I'll say is lyrics first. It's words, man. It's literature.
The story, yeah.
It's 5 chords. I know 4 of them, so I know that.
I want to say this other thing, which is that I love traditional old blues. I love Stormy Monday, but I really just want to hear T-Bone Walker do that. And I love Every Day I Have the Blues, but I really want to hear B.B. King's version of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it's not that, what do you got?
Yeah. Also, last thing, write a bunch.
Yeah.
Shall we do Say You Will?
Yeah, let's do Say
Let's
You
try
Will.
that one.
Written by Dave Darling and Gary Pinto. This is hard to sing. I might have
gonna
to.
sing it?
I might have to stand
Don't
up.
hurt him.
I'm
Don't
doing
hurt him,
it.
J-Bomb.
I won't hurt him.
2, 3.
Say you will. Say you will. You got to say you will. She kept her heart a sacred place, just like the center of a spark from a fire flame. Yeah, yeah. She didn't think there was a way to believe in a man. Well, the words he'd say. Then she saw the heavens rain. It rained down her prayers that day. Yes, it did. I want a love that won't run out, won't run out. If you're the one I've been dreaming about, then baby just say you will. Keep me close when the night gets colder. Say you will. Be my strength when I need your shoulder. This life cut through your heart like an arrow straight through your soul. Baby, just say you will. Say you will. No. When she allowed herself to love, there was always a danger of breaking up.
Breaking up, yeah.
That's all that she'd ever known. Love had never had a place in her home.
Then she saw the heavens rain.
It rained
Answer
down
in
her
a prayer
bed.
that day.
It sure did. I want a love that won't run out,
Won't run out.
if you're the one that I've been dreaming about. Baby, just say you will. Keep me close when the night gets colder. Say you will. Be my strength when I'm in your shoulder. This life cut through your heart like an arrow straight through to your soul. Baby, just say you will. Say you will. Oh, she's never gonna look away again. She's only gonna stand and take her turn. She's never gonna listen when they say, maybe this is what you deserve. Never gonna walk away again. She's always gonna stand and take her turn. She's never gonna listen when they say she don't deserve. Say you will. Keep me close when the night gets colder. Say you will. Be my strength when I need your shoulder. This life cut through your heart like an arrow straight through to your soul. Baby, just say you will. Say you will. Say you will. Be my strength when I need your shoulder. Say you will. Hold me close when the night gets colder. Say you will. You got to say it, 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 say it again.
I dig that song.
All right.
Put that on the record. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
we did.
Oh, wait.
Wait, let's go to the questions.
I know, we're doing it. Let's see what we got.
I mean, I feel.
Gosh, I love you, Janiva. Alexander, something, something, something.